Rounding. To round any number to a specific place, locate the digit in that place. And I've got 4 examples here. And then we want to look at the number to the right of that place. So we have 576, and we want it rounded to the nearest 10. Well, when we look here, our 7 is in the tens place. So look at the number to the right of that. If the number to the right is 5 or higher, we round up. If the number to the right is 4 or lower, we round down. And so what they're asking when we round this number is 576 closer to being 570, or is it closer to being 580? And since the number to the right of the 7 is more than 5, then we would round this up, and so this would round to 580. And then we put a 0 there. So we add 1 to the 7's place. Below that, we have 2,934, and we want to round that to the nearest hundred. So the 9 is in the hundreds place, and we look at the number to the right of that, and we see that this number is less than 4, and so that means that this number will not change. So we would leave this at 2,900. So once we determine whether to add 1 or leave it the same, we replace with zeros. Because when you're rounding to the nearest hundred, they're asking you, is 2,934 closer to being 2,900, or is it closer to being 3,000? And it's closer to being 2,900. On the right side, I have some examples where we have decimals, and we use the same rule, but here we look at the nearest tenth, and the 4 is in the tenths place, and the number to the right of that is 5, which means that we round up. And when we're rounding in decimals, we always have to round just to the place they're asking, and then we drop anything beyond that point. So we use the 5 to determine whether we round up or leave it the same. And in this case, we round up. So we change this to a 5, and then we don't put anything else once we've rounded to the place we're looking for. Rounding to the nearest thousandth. In this bottom right problem, we have 114 decimal 5764, and this is asking us to round to the nearest thousandth. Well, the 6 is in the thousandths place, and we look at the number to the right of that, and since this number is 4, we will not round up here. We'll leave it the same. And then what we want to do is to write this number, and we're going to round our thousandths, leave it as 6, and then we don't do anything else. So we only use the number to the right to determine if we round up or add 1, or do we leave it the same. And here we leave it the same. So when rounding numbers, look at the digit in the place that you're rounding to, and then look at the number to the right of that. If it's 5 or higher, you round up, and if it's 4 or lower, round down.